Welcome to the Learning of Things with your host, Andrew Robinson, where we'll be discussing effective management skills, how to effectively use the latest software to help your business or workplace be more efficient. Listen up, knowledge workers. This is the Learning of Things. Here's Andrew.
In this video, we're going to look at how to add the form control options in a Word document. So the first thing we need to do is we need the developer tab that usually resides up here. And if you don't have it activated, it's quite simple to do. You go to File and Options and Customize Ribbon. Now, by default, it'll open up Popular Commands, Main Tabs. And in the Main Tab section, you'll see Developers Not Checked. You want to check that, press OK, and like magic, Developer is now available to you. And when you select Developer, you see you can add in macros, record macros, and what we're looking for here is the Forms option. So there's checkbox drop-down list. So we'll get to that in a second. So in this particular case, we want to add another column here to this list, and then add the radio buttons in the list. So what I like to do first to do this is I like to be able to see what I'm working with. I'm going to create a border around the table. I'm going to right click, just hover my mouse cursor over the table column, and so you get that down arrow, right click and insert. And in this case, I want to do columns to the right. Great, that's added. Now, I put the video on pause because I don't know if it's my computer is slow or if because it has this particular document has so many form controls that it takes a little bit longer to render the new column. That took about 30 seconds. So now we're going to name this. I believe it's No Opinion. And we can clean it up after. And then we're going to add our radio buttons. So actually, in this case, you could probably just go into developer, go into design mode, and highlight it and copy and paste it. In order to do that, you have to be in design mode. Let's just take a quick look because I don't see it here easily. I don't see a legacy tools. That's what we want. So I couldn't see a radio button option. So there's the multi-check box option. But in legacy tools here, this little briefcase, if you drop down, you get more options, including the radio button. So we're going to click on radio button and maybe just close this, or actually we're not even going to have any text to it. We're going to edit it and just take away the text. Click off of it. Just give it a second. So now we have two in this. So we just hover over it, maybe resize the box, the control box. And in this case, we're just going to, actually, let's just cut this. So Control X, let it think about it for a second, put it where we want it, paste, and now you have a radio button. And instead of doing that all the time, let's just click on it. Again, we're in design mode, developer design mode. That allows us to format these form options. So I'm going to Control C for copy, select the next cell. My Word document is this Word document is very slow, and we're just copying and pasting into each cell. Now that's done. Something here where we want to perhaps cell. We want to maybe put it in the center. There we go. And maybe here we want to put this kind of lower. So again, we'll go to table properties, center, I think is good. So I've just made a few changes. I increased the column size so that the headers are not wrapping, and that's just because we're nice. Maybe close that parenthesis. And just looking at the rest of the form, using a lot of multi-text boxes. Um, and that's great. Yeah, you just have to remember when using multi-text boxes, so we're out of design mode now, that it means you can select more than one. So you're looking for more than one option. The user can provide you with more than one feedback. Whereas in a radio button, it's one or oh, that's interesting. So just a good thing I checked on this, because now this is allowing us to create a new or allow us to have two radio buttons active, where it should be only that one radio button is allowed to be active at the same time. So let's go take a look at fixing that. And I think what I will do is, because I created this new, so I go back to design mode, I'm going to delete this and then select this one, copy, paste it, and get out of design mode. And let's see now if it respects. Yes, so it respects the rule. So we have to just do that for every single one. So go into design mode. We'll just delete all of these. So you know now how to create a radio button from scratch. We're going to just copy the ones that we have here on each row. And again, that's so it respects the rule that only one radio button can be selected at one time. So all I'm doing is selecting the radio button, so I get the outline grid, control copy on a PC, or control C on a PC, control V for paste, and we're done. So I will take the border off now. No border. And get out of design mode and just make sure this is working again as intended. And it is. There we go. Perfect. So from here, I will save it and ship it off. If you're looking for other options to do forms in, I would suggest looking at Adobe Acrobat Pro. They have a great way to make forms. I think it's a lot easier to use compared to Microsoft Word. And of course, there's other tools out there that you can use. Let me just fix this annoys me. There's a lot of other tools out there that you could use. I like to use Adobe Pro, but that's that. I hope this helps.
Thanks a lot for spending your time with us today with The Learning of Things with Andrew Robinson. Stay up to date online at thelearningoftthings.com, on Facebook at The Learning of Things, and on Twitter at The Learning of T2. Thanks again.